Hello, welcome back to the channel. This week we're at Sandringham. We're on pitch, the lights are switched on and we're getting ready for Christmas. Tonight is all about fish and chips, red wine, motorhome Scrabble and walking the dog in between all that. Tomorrow is exploring more of the estate up towards Sandringham House, and then in the afternoon I've got a wreath making class and then afternoon tea in the Sandringham tea shop, which I'm really looking forward to. Tomorrow evening it'll be up and around the fair. Friday, we're going to go to the Norfolk Deli and make sure we've got everything for our Norfolk Christmas. And then we're going back up to the fairground again to have a look round. And in between all that, I've got some shortbread to make before we do the park run at Sandringham on Saturday morning. It'll be our first trip to the Sandringham park run and Poppy's first ever park run. So we'll take you along with us. Good morning. We had a great night's sleep last night. Definitely the red wine and fish and chips. We can recommend the fish and chips from this site. They were fantastic. So this morning we've got on our way with the dog into the forest, following the signs to Sandringham House, and we'll show you how long it takes from the site at Sandringham to get to the actual house itself, where there's a cafe and lots of other things to look at. So come with us.
Okay.
About 15 and 20 minutes from the site, you come into this avenue of trees that you can see in front of me here. And you can just see where the road comes round and the main entrance up towards Sandringham House. Now, it's early December now, and the Queen isn't in residence. She's at Windsor at the minute. And like all the royal properties, like Balmoral closes in July, August time, Sandringham closes late autumn, ready for the Queen's arrival. Now, the Queen generally comes here probably about early 20s of December, so the 21st, 22nd. She comes in by the royal train to King's Lynn and then is driven to the house here at Sandringham. So I can imagine the staff are working really hard behind the scenes to get everything ready. But just because the house and church are closed, you can still get access to the cafe. There's a fantastic shop which we'll show you around, where you can buy things, traditional Sandringham and Norfolk presents or things all year round. And as you can see, the dog's really enjoying herself. There's plenty of room here to exercise the dog. So as we walk further up towards the house and the dog goes exploring into the bracken, we'll take you a little bit further towards the house and show you where you can get entrance into it.
What does it say, H, about the British helter-skelter?
It means the name comes from in a confused and disorderly haste. So this helter-skelter was rescued by the Chipperfield family, which is a name that's everybody I think will remember from circuses from being a kid, really.
The confused and disorderly haste would almost describe our working lives, really. When you think about it.
Yeah.
So Billy Chipperfield, yeah?
Yeah. Henry Chipperfield. Yeah, so it's obviously all been done by the Chipperfield family.
Manufactured in 1947 and restored after it was storm damaged, it says, in Barry Island. It's quite an impressive thing.
What I like about this one is this is called the European Wave Swimmer.
All right,
and it's got all different pictures. So you've got the Great Wall of China, you've obviously got Big Ben, the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Looks like New York. There's the Rialto Bridge as well. Sandringham hot chocolates. Look a little bit like ice creams. I need to take my mask off first though before I try and taste them.
Thank you, bye. Come on. So then.
I have to go shopping now. Big mistake. Huge. Everything at Sandringham's really well signposted, and the routes that you can go around the forest are all waymarked, and you can see them here. There's the blue route and there's the yellow route. The blue one's 2 miles, the yellow walk's 3 miles, and there's a map here that shows you exactly where you are. And there's a fantastic viewing platform that you can walk to that gives you a view from the middle of the woods out over to the sea and out towards Snettisham and round there. So it's a great place to come, walk your dog, run, bring your bikes, everything's really good. I'm feeling very festive now, look at this. Look at the little globules of water just hanging off the holly berries. How lovely is this? Oh, that smell of pine as well, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I've got my wellies on though.
Yeah.
You know a song about that, you know?
We do, we don't go there though, you said. I love walking in the forest in the winter.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. No frost this morning though.
No, it's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. It rained quite a bit in the night.
Yeah,
didn't it?
it did. It did.
It's probably just the clouds kept it away.
It's a little bit warmer, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely.
Nice walk that through the woods. Back at the van, it has been, to give you some idea, 3.97 miles, short of 4 miles. Taken us a couple of hours because we've stopped and had a drink in a cafe and been in the shop, and we haven't been walking all the time. But a nice 2 hours if you want to do that. Stroll up to the estate shop, go in the cafeteria, get a bite to eat, get whatever into the shop, and then a nice stroll back in a circular route.
I'm leaving the site now on my way to the Christmas wreath making. I'm really looking forward to this. When I've done the wreath, it's afternoon tea. So come with me and let's see what delights we've got in store.
So start off with your frame, it's wet, and you would put a wire through, which I've already done, which is to hang it up.
That was a really good hour and a half. I'm so pleased with the wreath. It looks great. We were taught very well. It was really interesting to listen to the lady that is a trained florist but works on the estate and has met the Queen. And she showed us exactly what we needed to do, how to put the ribbons in, how to put the foliage in and everything. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So now it's time for afternoon tea, and let's see what delights they've got for us in the cafe. Good morning. We've got another busy day ahead of us. Our first stop is a trip to Hunstanton to a place called the Norfolk Deli. This year, we're trying to have a Norfolk Christmas and to support local businesses. So we're going to go and have a look around the shop and see what there is and see what local produce that we can buy. It's then going to be back to the van for baking some Christmas shortbread, which will be a first for test drive in the oven. And then this afternoon, we're going back up to Sandringham to the fair. It's called a vintage fair, and we might even try some of the rides. So yeah, another exciting, busy day.
Come joining us all, the feeling is here today. Come on now, let's go. Caroling through the snow all day. We've been good, but we can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bear toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Wake up with a smile, the feeling is right today. Magic in the air, 'cause something is waiting for me. Oh, oh.
Well, that was a very productive visit to the Norfolk Deli. It's in Hunstanton, and we'll put the links in below so you can check out their website or follow them on Instagram. Managed to order a bespoke hamper for family, so we can send them a little bit of Norfolk. So they're going to have some, don't tell them, cheese from Norfolk and biscuits and everything else. So just to check out that we're sending them some good products, we decided to buy some ourselves. So the first thing we've got is Brancaster Best beer. Now, Norfolk's quite renowned for its barley growing, and it's done that. So they've been brewing here since Roman times. So I think that should be quite an interesting beer to try. And then also made in Norfolk, we've got bruschetta, two different sorts. So we can try those. All these are all ready for Christmas Day. And then two of my favourite things, caramelised red onion chutney, again from Norfolk, and the final one is Garden Pantry Autumn Chutney. And we also decided to try, this is a bottle of Norfolk Red Wine. Now, apparently the Norfolk Red Wines, the Norfolk White Wines will rival any other wines from around the world. The red wines, it's a little bit more difficult, so the guy was telling me in the shop, because you're going to get, this is more going to be like a Pinot Noir, because of the grapes. It's very difficult to get the grapes that you'd get in a Tuscan red wine because of the temperature, the soil and everything else. So if you're trying a Norfolk red wine, you're going to get something that's on parity with a wine that's from Northern Europe. So you're going to be talking Northern France and Germany. So I think this will be an interesting bottle to try, given the fact that it's been made in Norfolk. So that was a great morning. Next job, shortbread.
while Helen's making the shortbread, just thought I'd give you a verdict on the Brancaster Best, which is there. And it's not bad actually. It's from the Brancaster Brewery. And it takes its name from Brancaster Staithe, which is on the Norfolk coast. It's quite a nice spot actually, we've been there a few times. And what I didn't know, and Helen mentioned it earlier on, is just how good the barley growing is in Norfolk. It's one of the leading places for barley production. We knew that it was a big agricultural place, obviously living here, but yeah. And it goes back to Roman times, which is also quite interesting. So there you go. And the largest malt distribution place is at Brancaster, and it's been there since 1797. So a little bit of history woven in with the beer today, which is quite good. And yeah, 3.8%. So I better get on with it because it's best before September 22, so I better get on with it. Cheers.
Well, that's the shortbread out the oven. Not quite as good as in the oven at home, but I have to say I'm really quite pleased with it, and tastes nice.
The bit I pinched tasted all right. I think I got away with it without you seeing me.
I think you did.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of this vlog really. We are going to go back up to the fairground tonight, and we're going to do the park run in the morning, but that'll feature in the next vlog. And our next vlog is actually a collaboration vlog that we do once a month with some friends, which will be out next week, and hopefully that'll be tongue-in-cheek and a little bit humorous. Hopefully you enjoyed the difference between our normal vlogs and something that's meant to be a bit light-hearted. We enjoy doing them, especially because we engage with a group of friends who really sort of don't like us, don't take themselves too seriously, so it works for us. So thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video and you don't subscribe, please consider subscribing to the channel and click the thumbs up button so you get notifications. It's free, there's no cost involved with it, and we will never contact you or badger you in any way. We'll just appreciate that you follow us, engage with us, because for us that's what it's about. So thank you. You can follow us on Instagram as well. Yeah. I'll put the Instagram links in the bottom. But otherwise, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah, thanks very much.
See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.